Well, it is that time of year when colds and possibly the flu find their way into homes and oftentimes hit more than one family member. But treating these kinds of illnesses is a whole lot easier than you think. Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine editor Angela Ardolino is here now with some advice on how to beat the flu. Always good to see you.
Yeah, and I obviously didn't take my advice because I have a cold.
I know, she's here to tell us how to
Don't make me laugh, I'll start coughing.
And you come in and cough. All right, well, first of all, let's talk about the flu and when it comes to fevers and runny noses. You know, the first thing parents do when their child has a fever, you freak out thinking, oh my gosh, I got to get them to a doctor.
Well, fever is actually a good sign. It means their body is actually fighting the virus. So it's good that they have a fever. Of course, you want to watch it, make sure it doesn't get too high. But some other misconceptions is that the cold or the flu are curable, that there's a cure. There is not a cure for the flu or cold. So loading them up on antibiotics and things will not do anything for them. So do not do that. They really just need to ride out that cold.
Okay, so once you find out that you have a cold or the flu, what's the first thing that you need to do? How do you treat it?
To make them comfortable. You know, if your kids are feeling sick, make them comfortable. Make sure they're drinking plenty, if not a lot, of liquids, juices, waters, things like that. And just monitor, make them, if they have a headache or a fever, you can give them acetaminophen or something like that that brings their fever down. But make sure that they're just comfortable. They're going to have to ride it out. And then once you see that there's new signs, maybe they're feeling worse, and their fever gets over 104, then you absolutely need to take them to your pediatrician. Could be a sign that it's moving on to an ear infection or pneumonia, so it's very important to keep your eye on that.
Okay, so how do you prevent from getting a cold or the flu?
Well, you know, the best way is to keep your immune system up, eating plenty of fruits and vegetables and liquids and things like that, keeping them having vitamins, things like that are awesome. And the flu shot.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Big debate about that. Do you get one or not?
Well, pediatricians recommend that kids get the flu shot every single year, because every single year there's a new strain that comes around, or a couple new strains that comes around that you need to give them the antibiotics, but the antibodies for them to treat it. So getting the flu shot is probably the best way. Also, teach your kids to wash their hands at school, at home, all the time. Let them know how it's contagious. You know, if you are sick, cough into your arm, make sure they use a tissue and throw it away. Make sure if they see someone else is sick that they do their best to stay away from that person when they're coughing, like you were doing to me earlier. But letting them know that that's how they can contract it. And if they have dirty hands and they put it in their nose, their mouth, or their eyes, then they're most likely going to get it. So educate them and let them know how they actually catch it.
Okay, we normally high five after these events. I think I'll skip it this time. Okay. We'll do an ear high five.
Okay.
Go feel better.
I'll be better. I'm at the end. So
okay.
That's good.
All right, good. Well, Angela will be back with us healthy next week, and we'll talk about creating confidence in the classroom. And if you missed any of these points, oh, thanks, Dan. I need this. There you go. This is for Angela. If you miss any of Angela's points and you want to share the information with another parent, just go to abcactionnews.com. I'll keep using this right now. You can also find help with a variety of parenting issues on the Tampa Bay Parenting website. That's tvparenting.com. While you're there, sign up for a subscription to Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine. Okay,